Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. The silence of absence. We are born with an innate need for connection, for belonging. For most, this need is met by the warmth of a family, a home. But what happens when your earliest memories are of cold walls and the hushed whispers of strangers? What happens when your world is defined by what's missing? This is not a tale of tragedy, but of triumph. It's the story of Elara, a little orphan girl who understood a profound truth. Optimism isn't just a feeling, it's a force. It is the quiet, stubborn belief that even in the darkest corners, a spark of possibility still exists. Today, we explore how one small heart, armed with unwavering hope, painted a vibrant future onto a canvas of gray. Because, as we will discover, nothing truly remarkable can be done without faith and confidence. The world through a cracked window. Elara grew up in the House of Echoes, an orphanage where silence was often louder than words. Other children dreamed of toys. Elara dreamed of color. While others saw the peeling paint and the worn-out books, Elara saw potential. She spent hours by a cracked window, not lamenting what was outside, but imagining what could be. Optimism in such circumstances isn't foolishness, it's a survival mechanism. It's the defiant act of choosing hope when despair is the easiest path. For Elara, optimism wasn't a choice she made once, it was a choice she made every single morning. She believed that somewhere her family existed, not just any family, but her family, a family that would see the colors she saw and understand the music in her heart. This faith, this unwavering belief in a positive outcome, became the invisible engine of her life. The broken music box. One day, a new donation arrived, a box of broken things. Among them, a tiny, tarnished music box. It was a beautiful thing, but its mechanism was rusted, its delicate tune silenced. The other children dismissed it, but Elara saw beyond the damage. She saw potential for melody. Elara spent weeks on that music box. She didn't have tools, so she used a bent hair clip, a sharpened twig, and endless patience. The older children, hardened by disappointment, mocked her. "It's broken, Elara. Some things can't be fixed." The adults, weary from years of shattered dreams, offered pity. "Don't get your hopes up, child." But Elara's optimism wasn't blind. It was fueled by a quiet confidence. She didn't ignore the brokenness. She believed in the possibility of repair. Her faith wasn't in magic. It was in the idea that effort combined with belief could create a different outcome. She held on to the hope that, like the music box, every broken thing had a song waiting to be set free. The smallest melody. Then, one quiet afternoon, it happened. After countless hours, after scraped fingers and moments of doubt, a tiny, almost imperceptible click. Elara wound the key. A hesitant, then clear, beautiful melody drifted through the orphanage halls. It was a simple, tinkling tune, but in that moment, it was the most magnificent sound anyone had ever heard. Ask yourself, what impossible music box have you given up on? What dream, what goal have you abandoned because someone else told you it was broken? The melody stopped everyone. The mocking fell silent. The weary adults wiped away tears. In that tiny, repaired music box, they didn't just hear a tune, they heard a testament to Elara's unshakable spirit. Her achievement wasn't just fixing a toy, it was igniting hope in a place where it had almost died. The unexpected visitor. News of the music box girl spread beyond the orphanage walls. A visitor arrived, not a potential adoptive parent, but an elderly, discerning toy collector and restorer. He had heard the story of the girl who fixed the unfixable. He wasn't looking for a child, but for a kindred spirit. He saw in Elara's meticulous care, her patience, and her deep-seated belief in restoration a reflection of his own life's work. He saw her faith that beauty could be resurrected from brokenness. "Why did you spend so much time on something so small when everyone told you it was useless?" he asked, his eyes sharp but kind. Elara looked up, her own eyes bright with a confidence that defied her age. Because I knew the music was still inside, it just needed someone to believe it could play again. He smiled, a genuine, warm smile that reached his eyes. And what about the music inside you, Elara? Do you believe it can play again? Elara nodded. Always. He didn't adopt her out of pity. He recognized her potential. He offered her an apprenticeship, a home, and a legacy. He offered her a life where her unique optimism wasn't just tolerated, but celebrated. It wasn't about being saved, it was about being seen for who she truly was, a beacon of hope. The Symphony of Life. Years later, Elara didn't just restore broken toys, she became a master artisan, known worldwide for bringing forgotten treasures back to life. She used her skills, born from a cracked window and a broken music box, to create something magnificent. Her story is a living testament. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. Elara didn't wait for things to be easy. She chose to believe they could be. She proved that confidence isn't arrogance. It's the quiet certainty that your efforts matter. Hope isn't naive. It's the fuel that keeps you going when others give up. Your world might be a house of echoes right now. You might be staring at a broken music box or a cracked window. But remember Elara. Believe in the melody within. Have faith that your achievement is waiting just beyond the reach of despair. Because with hope and confidence, your symphony is just waiting to begin.